The BOI Oyo State Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Counterpart Fund that was launched about 3 years ago has been making a remarkable impact on the development of micro, small and medium enterprises in the state. This laudable scheme reflected in some of the businesses the crew visited in the state. Elder Joseph Oladepo is the managing director of Golden Jose Commercial Venture, Ibadan, one of the beneficiaries of the scheme. He shared with us his story.
We produce palm kernel oil as a business. I've been doing it for the past 20 years. And you see, by that time, I'm having a problem in my working place. So I just have to go and look for something which I will be doing on my own. That was why somebody introduced me to the business in 1994. So since that time, I've been doing it. You see, our raw materials are palm kernel, and we get it from the bush people. So the people who live in the farm, and some people who are doing it as a business, produce merchants. We call them produce merchants. There is no amount of kernel you want, they will get it for you. So there's no need for me to go and sleep there or to go there. Even it's okay now when we have phone all across. So we phone them, we need so thing. How many tons do you want? This is the quantity I want, and this is the price. Then we negotiate. At times we go there to negotiate.
He took us through the processes.
After getting the kernel, if they bring the kernel in now, we scale it outside here. The one we are ready to process, we take it to the dryer. We pack the rest in. After drying that one, we push it in. We take another one inside there. Till when we finish that supply, then we started our production. In a week, it depends upon the kernel we receive for that week. At times, we can produce 20, 30 drums, because this our machine can produce 10 a day if we have the kernel down. But if we don't have the kernel, we have to separate them so that can limit our own workers to some distance.
Who are his customers and what his products are used for?
We take to Sudate oil, we take to Lina oil, we take to Lagos. Some people from Lagos used to come who are producing soaps. But our major things are Sudate and Lina oil. They use it to produce vegetable oil, which people are eating now in Nigeria. The cake is being sold to those people for agricultural products, like feed maize. From here to the north, we carry all our products to the north and to the neighboring countries over there. Nigerians are the suppliers of all those people.
He then explained how the loan has impacted on his business.
The money is being used to procure some equipment and a motor vehicle, which has now gone to the farm to bring kernel. That is part. This generator is part of it. And money for kernel, for raw materials.
From Golden Jose Commercial Venture in Ibadan, we moved to Landtop Investment Limited in Oyo, where we interacted with the managing director of the company.
We make ice block and we sell to retailers who come to use it for their wares. Like women around this area, they need something to cool their merchandise. We have some people that they make pito, some makes kono, some makes iced tea, and some sell drinks, but they don't have the means of cooling them. So they come here, they buy the block, and they go cool their wares and sell. Some even come, buy, and then go to the remote parts where there are markets to go and resell the block for people over there to use. That's what we just do basically.
On how lucrative the ice block business is, she has this to say.
It is because, one, right now in Oyo, we don't really have light. And you know, it's when you have light, you can buy fridge and cool your wares. But the light is not there. Most times we run with gen. So we can't even meet up with the demand. The demand is so much that, especially in season, in dry season, we'll ration their products so that everybody can have and everybody can be in business. Another thing is that here in Oyo, they are not used to this big size ice block. Those people that buy such are people who are doing party and they come and order. But those small, there's this size, medium size. We are selling our own 20 naira for one. So we have women who will come in, pour the water, tie it, and then we arrange into the machine we bought via, thank God for BOI and Oyo State Government. We put them there. 6 hours, the thing is blocked. We move it from that place into the freezer and then put another one. We start another production, then move again. And we do that at least 3 times in a day in season.
She also underlined the ripple effect of the loan on her business.
Those things you are saying there are purchased by the loan given to me from Bank of Industry and Oyo State Government. So we add addition of, anyway, we had the roofs, the structure, but those machines, the freezer, the gen, from the loan. If they know what they have done, in fact, people will be singing praises, because a lot of people come here. When there's no ice block, you will see their reactions, but when they see, you will see that they are happy because they are able to make something on a daily basis. So I say kudos to Bank of Industry and the Oyo State Government, and I say they should please expand more so that life will be easier for every one of us.
The crew moved to another beneficiary of the scheme, this time a photo laboratory, who also shared his success story of the scheme with us.
This is a photo color processing company. We use this machine to process customers' photograph. The picture taken by photographers, they bring the pictures down here for us to get it printed like this. And through the assistance of Bank of Industry, Oyo State Government, we are able to find ourselves where we are today. In fact, it has a great impact. It's seriously on my business. Before we were on the analog machine. The advent of digital has really killed the business of analog. And that time we are almost down, doing nothing. But through the intervention of Bank of Industry, Oyo State Government scheme, so we are able to move up again.
In the beginning, he said it was rough, but for his doggedness to stand the test of time.
When analog was still reigning, we had about 3 branches then. I had one here, one at other side of the Baggy. They have at Plateau State, that Panshi, Plateau State. But due to the ethno-religious crisis, so I lost that one. That place was burnt down, and I had to run back here. And that place, the second one, I had to dispose it of, not for me to raise money, so that to make the one that I had there, to make it solid. And then I had the number of staff I had there was 8. But because of the trend that was in vogue then, I mean digital, the advent of digital, and there was no more, so I have to reduce them to 3, later 2. But by the time we acquire this, presently we have about 6 staff now, and we are still planning to have more. As the sales increases, we'll be getting more hands to assist us.
And how easy it was to access the loan? Here's what he had to say.
They give us funds, we apply, and we pass through the normal process. So we were called for the interview, and after the money was disbursed, you don't have to know anybody. In fact, I got to know this scheme through Nigeria Television Authority, later the Oyo State Government. And when this present governor came on board, and I think he discussed with the Bank of Industry, and so we are called that those of us that are from this state that we have applied, both the indigene and the resident, we should now represent our application, which we did. And so before I don't know anybody. And I don't think you have to know somebody before you can access anything.
He, however, advised his co-beneficiaries not to forget their obligation to service the loan as at when due.
I'm not the only one that has benefited from this scheme. A lot of people are benefited. And my advice for the beneficiary, those who have benefited, is that they must not fail on their servicing of the debt as at when due. Then, those people that are still looking for where they can raise their establishment, Oyo State is not the only state that has partnered with Bank of Industry. Yeah, I think we have some states like Ondo State, like Ogun State, even Osun. I know of those 3 states very well, and people have benefited. But the other states that are yet to come on board, I want to use this medium to advise and appeal to them to please come on board, so for their citizenry benefit from this scheme.
He also urged up and coming entrepreneurs to be more dedicated to their businesses.
Nothing is free, and experience can never be bought in the market. You pick it up as you are going up. My advice for them is when they should just start on a small scale. You see, we started about 15 years ago. We started with a smaller machine, but now I can tell you that we are one of the best in Nigeria now. This is our machine, and the kind of personnel that are working with us. We have training. We have people that are training. The parents, they are bringing their works to train in our lab. So I will advise them to be serious, to be committed, to be focused, to know what they are doing. That is the most important thing.